Hey guys, Ron Purvis, Kentucky Fried Gamers here. I'm here with Peter Adkison. He's getting ready to tell you all about the new company he started up, which is Hostile Work Environment. So I'm going to let you go ahead and talk about it, Peter.
Oh, well, thanks for having me. Well, Hostile Work Environment is the name of my new production company, and it's basically an umbrella for any sort of video production that I would like to do. And our first project, I should say, is called The First Paladin. And The First Paladin is set in my fantasy Dungeons & Dragons campaign that I started clear back in 1981 called Chaldea. And the story that we're crafting is as a web series, and we're filming some actual play of a Dungeons & Dragons campaign, you know, using some good cameras and lighting, everything like that, so the production value is really high. And then to make it interesting, you know, we edit out all the crap, you know, because role-playing games tend to drag. So or like what one friend of mine told me, it's a role-playing game is 20 minutes of action crammed into 4 hours, you know. So we edit out all the extraneous stuff, and then Phil Trumbo, who's an Emmy Award-winning artist, illustrator, is illustrating all the scenes from the web series. So
cool.
It's professionally illustrated. It has has music, and then of course what I'm really looking forward to is supporting the story with narrative films. And so our first narrative short film, which is a bunch of guys in armor in a big fight, explaining sort of the rivalry between two of the families in the series. That'll be coming out in September. So the website is called thefirstpaladin.com. It's live now. The press release is actually going out today, announcing that project, and we have the first 4 scenes up on the website, and our plan is to release another scene every week or so on average, and to run it for about a year.
Excellent. So are you going to do this in Washington, right?
Yep.
Where you at?
It's all a game. We're playing the game actually in the Gen Con offices in Seattle, and so that's where we're playing the games, and then probably the narrative short films I do will probably generally be in the Seattle area.
Yeah. So did this idea come before going to film school or after you started going to film school?
So I kind of got interested in doing something like this, like a web series, and decided to go to film school. And I thought, well, this is very crazy, of course, to think that film school wouldn't be full-time. So I thought, well, I'm going to start, just to have a project of my own, I'm going to start filming our D&D games. And I was kind of inspired by like what Will Wheaton's doing with Tabletop, and what Zach Smith's doing with I Hit It With My Axe, and some other actual play videos that are out on YouTube. And I thought, this would be cool to do, but try to do it my own way, do it. What can you do if you don't have Will Wheaton or porn stars, right? So that was the idea. And but what I do have is I have some really good access to illustrators and musicians and artists that can help present it visually. And so I started this at the same time as film school as something to kind of accelerate my learning. Now it turned out to be an ambitious thing, because both film school and First Paladin both ended up being a lot of work, so I've been kind of crazy.
I can understand that. So have you kind of stepped back with your role at Gen Con, kind of letting Adrian and them run it now, or?
Yeah, Adrian's been the CEO for several years now, actually.
Yep.
So I guess you would say an active owner in that I'm the largest shareholder. I'm at the board meetings. Adrienne and I are really good friends, so we get along well. But day to day, she runs that business, and she's the CEO. And I become, I guess, more the face of Gen Con in certain contexts.
So now you can come play.
That's right.
Because I know before I've seen you here running around with the walkie-talkie on your side, and
yes.
Screaming into it and talking, trying to get things going. So.
Yeah, it's been about 3 years since I carried a radio on site. Thankfully, I don't have to do that anymore.
That's good. Well, we'll definitely get over there and check out First Paladin. I'll put links in the video to the website.
Great.
Do you have a Facebook page yet for it?
Yes. Also, the first Paladin
Okay.
is the
I'll
Facebook
make sure.
page.
I'll make sure to put links in the video
Appreciate
for
it.
everything. And feel free to contact us with anytime you've got something new coming out. If you need it, you want us to promote it or help with it, because I'm really excited about it myself.
Thank you.
When you first started mentioning it, I remember reading about it. I was telling Bart, my other partner in the KFG, I was telling him about it. He's like, "Ooh, that sounds pretty cool." He said,
Well,
"Have you tried to get into a game with him yet?" I said, "Actually, yes, I did email him and emailed the guy, but evidently it couldn't work it out to where I could do it." So maybe one day.
Well, we're not filming this here at Gen Con, but if you're ever out in the Seattle area, let me know, preferably in advance, and we'll see if we can get you in the game.
Excellent. Peter, I appreciate your time,
Thank you.
and we look forward to seeing what you're going to come out with.
All right, thanks, Ron.
Thank you.
Absolutely.